Joining us on this channel, Sports 7 GH. It's always a great pleasure to have you join us. Mohammed Kudus, is he joining Chelsea Football Club or not? In fact, the news just keeps coming and coming and coming. Just this evening, we've seen Sky Sports also bringing their very latest news and breaking news concerning the Mohammed Kudus Chelsea Football Club saga. How are things going? What is the very latest? Is Chelsea going to sign Mohammed Kudus or not? What strategy is Chelsea using to sign Mohammed Kudus? And what are all the details and updates? We are bringing you of every detail in this video on this channel, Sports 7 GH. And then also we will look at Tariq Lamptey. What's the latest transfer news on Tariq Lamptey? It's in this video on this channel. And we'll look at some other stories also making the headlines. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell and select or leave your thoughts, comments, views, opinions below in the comment section if you have any. Thank you very much. Now, Tariq Lamptey is a fantastic Ghanaian international Black Stars player who plays for Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. The news, in fact, what we know is that at the end of June, this month, 30th June, Tariq Lamptey's contract with Brighton and Hove Albion would have come to an end. So his contract is going to end by the end of this particular month, June. Now, up to now, we've not heard any news of Brighton and Hove Albion giving Tariq Lamptey a contract extension. And what we know or what we hear a lot is that Brighton and Hove Albion are going to let Tariq Lamptey leave the club at the end of his contract in this particular month of June. So it's a very troublesome situation for Tariq Lamptey, the Black Stars player, but it is just what it is, okay? And according to this particular journalist, this is the summary of Tariq Lamptey's latest transfer news. Now, he is suggested for Galatasaray, that Galatasaray should sign him as their new right back of the team. And his contract ends at the end of the season, and then Marseille also wants the player. Tariq Lamptey, Olympique Marseille wants the player, and his manager, Tariq Lamptey's manager, has suggested him to Galatasaray, according to this particular journalist who is speaking over there from Turkey. Okay, so Tariq Lamptey, if his contract expires with Brighton and Hove Albion, can sign as a free agent for either Galatasaray or Olympique Marseille. Olympique Marseille, because the coach of Olympique Marseille is the former coach of Brighton and Hove Albion. Roberto De Zerbi is the name. Yes, he's the former coach of Brighton and Hove Albion. And during the time he was with Brighton, if Tariq Lamptey is fit and he's not injured, he's obviously going to be playing as a right back for the team. And he did very well with him. So going to coach Olympique Marseille, helping them to qualify for the UEFA Champions League, he would want to have a free player in the shape of Tariq Lamptey joining the club. So if indeed Marseille is interested in him and Galatasaray is also told to sign him, then I'm sure that Marseille will be a good choice. Is that not it? But if you look at what the journalist has written, he says Marseille wants him, but then he has been offered to Galatasaray. So it's not like Galatasaray is really interested in him, but then he has been offered to the club to sign him as their next right back. Okay, now Galatasaray will also be playing the UEFA Champions League, like the qualifiers, and try to play in the UEFA Champions League next season. So both of the clubs can give him Champions League football or European football. But with Marseille, they are constant in the UEFA Champions League group stages already next season. So we wait and see what will be the final decision on Tariq Lamptey, which club he will be joining next, or he will miraculously get a contract extension with Brighton and Hove Albion in the English Premier League. You continue to monitor, and whatever the situation be, we are going to bring you the very latest. Now let's move straight and talk to you about Black Stars player Mohammed Kudus. The situation of Mohammed Kudus is one that is very complex, and right now I don't even really understand what is happening to the Ghanaian player, because yesterday in the evening we had reports that Chelsea Football Club are interested in signing Mohammed Kudus, and in fact they've offered two players, Robert Sanchez, who is the goalkeeper of Chelsea, as well as Dewsbury Hall, who is also a midfielder of Chelsea. Two players, they've offered them to West Ham United, and they want to sign Mohammed Kudus in exchange of the two players. West Ham United actually rejected those two players or that particular offer, according to TalkSport and according to the reports we heard yesterday. And in fact, yesterday and this morning, yeah. But then this evening, breaking news coming in. According to Sky Sports, they say that Mohammed Kudus has been offered to Chelsea Football Club. In the transfer circles, the wording of the headlines are very important. If Sky Sports is saying that Mohammed Kudus has been offered to Chelsea Football Club, what it means is that Chelsea Football Club, they didn't really, or it's not in their mind that they want the player. Do you get a point? We just like Tariq Lamptey has been offered to Galatasaray, okay? Chelsea, so maybe the agent of Mohammed Kudus or West Ham United called Chelsea people and they told them that, okay, we have Mohammed Kudus. He's a very good player. He's this. He's good. When he comes to your team, he can improve this side. He can do this side. He can improve here. So, according to the latest report by Sky Sports, Mohammed Kudus has been offered to Chelsea Football Club, and Chelsea hasn't said no. It is part of the report Sky Sports have said. So Chelsea haven't said that they don't like the player when the player was offered to him. They've not said no yet, and they want to now go into the deal by offering Robert Sanchez, the goalkeeper of Chelsea, plus money in exchange of Mohammed Kudus. That is what Sky Sports is giving us this morning, this evening, right now, about 1 hour ago. So I'm asking myself, which is which? Is it that Chelsea, because per the reports we've gotten all this while, what we know is that Chelsea are always, or they've always been interested in Mohammed Kudus. Before they signed Cole Palmer, they were interested in him. Before Chelsea, Kudus Mohammed moved from Ajax to West Ham, we know Chelsea were interested. We saw a lot of reports of Chelsea being interested. But now Sky Sports is telling us that Kudus has been offered to Chelsea Football Club, and I really don't understand that particular one, but that is what Sky Sports is also telling us in the very latest of updates. So it tells you that it looks like I told you some weeks ago that in some weeks time we are going to see bids being tabled for Mohammed Kudus, and that is a fact. So right now it is Chelsea Football Club in the question when it comes to Mohammed Kudus, and according to TalkSport, they've already tabled their first bid, which was rejected by West Ham. West Ham says they don't want those two players. They just want money. Now, I think yesterday I came to tell you that by the 10th of June, no, it was the 10th of July. It was from 1st of July to 10th of July. That is when the release clause of Mohammed Kudus will come into force. So it is rather 1st of July to the 10th of July. Mohammed Kudus will have a release clause of £85 million. If you're an English Premier League team and you want to buy him during that time, you will have to just table £85 million. But if you want to buy him now, then you are going to negotiate with West Ham United and you try to sign the player from the club. So Chelsea are trying to negotiate right now, according to TalkSport. But of course, even according to Sky Sports, they are saying that Chelsea are trying their best to sign their player. And we wait and see. Will Robert Sanchez be part of the Mohammed Kudus deal to get him from West Ham United, or it will just be full amount of money? And will Chelsea indeed get Mohammed Kudus or not? We are going to wait and see how things go over there as we bring you all the details in this particular video. Do you want Mohammed Kudus to join Chelsea? Now, if Kudus joins Chelsea, it means that he's going to be the right winger of the team. Chelsea, I don't understand Chelsea Football Club, because when it comes to right wingers, they have a lot. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, they have Noni Madueke, who's a right winger. Pedro Neto, who can play as a right winger, and in fact, is a right winger. In June, in fact, July, then they will have a new player from Brazil, William Estivao, who is also a right winger. So if you add Kudus Mohammed, who is also a right winger, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? What competitions you will play that you are going to get all of these players? But we will just wait and see how things go, and we will bring you a lot more updates and details in subsequent videos. Antoine Semenyo is on holidays, yes, and he's enjoying himself over there with his girlfriend, fantastic, beautiful lady, and they're enjoying themselves. Scratch, yes, giddy pa, yes. His transfer updates will be coming soon. over there. Is that not it? Now, the top 10 fastest men in the world. Ghanaian athlete is the fastest man in the world now. Abdul Rashid Saminu. He has run 9.86 seconds. The second player is Kenny Benarek, who has also run the same time, 9.86 seconds. And then Akani Simbine of South Africa has run 9.90 seconds. And then Trayvon Bromel has run 9.91. And then Bayanda Walaza. So 2 South Africans, just 1 Ghanaian, and a lot of United States of American athletes over there, fastest man in the world. Now, Antoine Semenyo opens up on how he was snubbed by several clubs to join, snubbed several clubs to join AFC Bournemouth. Now, the Ghanaian international Antoine Semenyo, has opened up on how he turned down several clubs to join AFC Bournemouth. The 25-year-old joined the Cherries in January 2023 for a fee worth £10 million on a 4.5-year contract from Bristol City. Since his arrival at the club, Semenyo has become a key player for the side after playing 81 games for the side. Semenyo has scored 20 goals. Speaking to Showmax in an interview, the striker opened up on how he was struck by the club and eventually turned down offers to join Bournemouth. I had a few clubs that were quite interested, but Bournemouth had kept track from that summer through to the World Cup, through to January. So their interest was really, really strong. He said they were watching me, checking up on me, and that shows how good the club is. They were so interested. Yeah, I knew that my heart was set on joining Bournemouth, even though I was having interest and I just never looked back from when I signed. He added, don't forget, Semenyo had a very brilliant season, scoring 11 goals and amassing 5 assists following his explosive performance. Semenyo has been linked to Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle, and the likes. Thank you very much for staying with us and joining us once again for yet another fantastic update. Please do want to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and select. Or I'll see you in the next one. Bye.